Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Ashley if you are new. And if you are new, please go ahead and stop what you're doing. Do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button as well as that notifications bell so that you and I can become acquainted and so we can do things like this on the regular. So I'm coming in with, I was gonna say it's a highly requested video. However, my channel is nowhere near that big to say something like that, but it definitely has been a request from a few of you guys for me to do a video on this particular topic, so I am here to deliver. And that is, I guess we're gonna title this video the Great Tote Debate and or the Battle of the Totes. One of the two. I kind of like the Great Tote Debate, so we'll probably stick with that. But essentially, the totes that I'm referencing are going to be none other than the Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM versus the Goyard St. Louis GM. So I would say these two are probably the most popular of the tote bags. I know the Marc Jacobs tote is pretty popular, as well as like the Saint Laurent Rive Gauche tote is popular as well. But these are some kind of tried and true bags, and they are not coming up very cute on this video. However, quite often, since people know I'm a tote girl, let's go ahead and make that a declaration. I like a tote. So I've worked in corporate America, so the tote bag was just something that was super practical, and not to mention work, but also like to just put all your stuff in when you're kind of toting it to work. So the tote is kind of something that I've always gravitated towards because it was just so practical for my lifestyle. In addition to that, it's a really good bag to have when you're traveling, and I love to travel. Totes have just always kind of been my vibe. Of all the bags that I have, which I don't have a whole lot of bags at all actually, but most of the bags that I have are tote bags. So I say all of that to say that I pretty much consider myself a tote expert. So I'm pretty well vested as it pertains to this topic. So some people definitely asked for me to, people know that I love Goyard. I love the St. Louis GM, and some of you guys also know that I own a couple of Neverfulls. I don't wear them quite often because I've had them for quite some time. However, some people oftentimes ask me to compare the two. So that's what I'm here to do, to deliver on. So the main question when people oftentimes ask about comparing the Goyard St. Louis GM to the Neverfull, I'm just so happy. I only have GMs because I'm a big bag girly. But oftentimes people ask me, which one do I prefer? Which one would I say is worth it? Now, I have a different answer for both of those questions. So we can kind of start there. As it pertains to who is the better bag, we can just cut to the chase and just go ahead and say right now, from a durability standpoint and from a, I would say, is it worth it type standpoint, I gotta go with the Neverfull. And the funny thing about the Neverfull, in particular this bag, oops, that's the St. Louis GM. In particular, this bag here, I've owned this bag since 2007. Okay. Since 2007, I think that might be the first year that these bags came out. I also have it in the Damier Ebene. So I also have the Damier Neverfull in the same size GM. I think I got that one in like 08 or 07, 08 or 09. When I first purchased these Neverfull bags, they were $750 plus tax. They have tripled damn near in price since then. I think the retail price now for a Neverfull GM is $2,100. Even at $2,100, I have to say that this bag is absolutely worth it. Because number one, first of all, you can tell how old mine is by the interior. So this is the interior on the original Neverfull bags. As you can see, I of course have something inside of it. You can see, like I said, this bag is damn near 20 years old. She's still in great condition. I know she's very much patina, but you know, we prefer that over in the LV land, that is. But this bag has absolutely no flaws whatsoever. Of course, I do have these fur bag charms on here. I can't tell you the last time I carried this bag, but I will never sell it and I will never get rid of it because number one, the value for what you're getting is it's exceptional, it's unheard of. When these bags first came out, I remember there was an ad in a magazine and they were saying that each strap could hold up to 225 pounds. Meaning you can essentially fit about 450 pounds worth of stuff in this bag. So what I'm saying is that this bag is meant to be a workhorse bag. That's what it's meant for. You can pretty much fit everything but the kitchen sink in this bag, and you will not have any type of tears, any type of hose, pretty much nothing. Like I said, she's meant to be a workhorse bag. That brings me to the Goyard St. Louis GM. Yeah. I purchased this bag. This is my first one. I have 3 of these. I most recently purchased a navy one when I went to Paris a few months ago. And these bags were not meant to be workhorse bags. They are intended to be a beach bag. So that is what the original. So you can't necessarily get mad that you're not supposed. So I say that this is supposed to be a beach bag because it's not meant to be. It was to be a workhorse bag. So I say that to say that this bag, if you remotely put too much stuff in it, and that is in comparison to the Louis Vuitton. With the Louis Vuitton, even though they're retailing for $2,100, I know, and I don't know about the quality actually of Louis Vuitton these days in comparison to the Louis Vuitton quality from 15 years ago. I don't purchase brand new Louis Vuitton, but I've heard from a lot of people that the quality is not the same. However, I don't hear a lot of bad stuff. If I was to get a Neverfull, if you don't have a Neverfull and you're considering getting a Neverfull, there are so many pieces from 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago that you can purchase on the pre-loved market that is going to be in good condition, and that also is going to be a really good price. So I wouldn't even purchase one that's retail, like brand new. But even if you do, you will get more bang for your buck from a durability standpoint than the St. Louis GM. Now, you might ask yourself, well, then why are you still purchasing St. Louis GMs from Goyard? I love Goyard. I love Goyard. I love the heritage of the house of Goyard. I love the colors. I love the exclusivity. That's why I still buy Goyard. I love that it's one of those if you know brands, and of course it has mad, monogram on it. But if you don't know, then you won't know. Rare, and it's a little bit more, I would say, exclusive because you can't buy it online. If you buy it pre-owned, most likely it's going to be above retail because you can't buy it online. People don't really know about the pricing. So a lot of these people who resell Goyard are able to mark it up for more than retail because there's really no reference for it online. But that's not really why I prefer Goyard. I'm just a Goyard girly. It's hard for me to explain. Hopefully you get it. But if I had to choose between the two, going for something that was gonna be worth the money, she's the girl that I would go with. Like I said, this bag has no flaws whatsoever, and she is 15, 20 years old. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question. Look at the corners. Like, she is like, look at this bag. Now let me show you the corners of my first Goyard St. Louis GM. Hopefully it shows up in the video or in the camera, but let me see, maybe I can put it, because you also are supposed to be able to turn these bags inside out. However, in the corner of this bag, there are definitely little baby, like microscopic holes. I'll try to maybe insert some B-roll so you guys can see what I'm referencing, but you can kind of see the corner of this bag. It's not necessarily messing up the integrity of the bag. I still carry this bag with absolutely no problem, but I know it's a small hole in the corners of this bag, in like 3 of the 4 corners. I know it's there. So you can kind of see the wear there. It's kind of difficult to kind of show you the hole, but like I said, I'll try to insert some B-roll. But even on this corner, you can kind of see the wear there. And girl, I didn't put a concrete block in this bag. There's another. Yeah, so like I said, essentially from a durability standpoint, definitely go with the Goyard. I mean, definitely go with the Louis Vuitton if you're choosing between the two. And the funny thing is that years ago, the Goyard bag was way more expensive than the Louis Vuitton bag. Now, the Goyard St. Louis GM, no matter what color you get, it used to be that if you got special colors, like anything but this color, and they're all black on black, it was going to be like $300 or $400 more for the other colors like orange, yellow, blue, red, blah, 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 blah. Now they have universal pricing across all colors. So it doesn't matter what color you get, all the GM St. Louis retail for $18.90. So technically they are about $200 less than the Neverfull, the new Neverfull, and they both come with pouches. So that's another benefit of both bags. Yeah, so in conclusion, both bags have pouches. Both bags are relatively the same size. As you can see, I would say maybe the Goyard is a smudge taller, but I can't really tell because this is not sitting flat. But again, from a durability standpoint, I would certainly recommend the Louis Vuitton if you don't have either one. But as far as my preference, I prefer the Goyard, but as far as more bang for your buck, it's definitely going to be the Louis Vuitton. So I guess it just depends on what your preference is, especially if you don't plan to like overload the bag. If you plan on using the bag for its intended purpose, the Goyard St. Louis GM, if you just taking it to the beach, if you're just doing casual, like, you know, frolicking from here to there, and you're not about to put like, you know, your laptop and your Stanley cup or your photo album in there, I definitely recommend the Goyard. So I hope that makes sense. But like I said, I as basic as people say the Louis Vuitton Neverfull is, I could care less if people think it's basic, because it's a workhorse bag, and certain things call for a workhorse bag. So I will never get rid of my Louis Vuitton Neverfulls, and I will continue to probably purchase St. Louis GMs. Actually, I think I'm done with St. Louis GMs, but I will continue to purchase Goyard. But anyway, I hope that makes sense. I hope I didn't confuse anybody. If you have any other questions about these two bags, please comment down below. Let me know. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys and dolls in the next video.